Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Gear 360 Plays Bioshock Infinite. Sorry it's taken me so long to get back to you. I caught a rather nasty cold the last week or so, and...
Are you going to open it?
It's no good.
I've been dealing with that.
I thought once we were here, I could fully control it. I thought...
What is that?
It's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it.
That doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. Those are a lot of stars, which are gateways. That's right. Yeah? You know, the last time I went through these doors, not good things wound up happening. If you insist.
See? Not stars. They're doors.
What are...
Doors to...
To everywhere. All that's left is the choosing.
What? Okay, so I can't go that way. But she wants to go... I think she doesn't care which way we go, but apparently we're going this way.
Lighthouses? Why are we... Who are...
There are a million worlds. All different and all similar.
I'm
Constants and variables.
going
What?
to
There's
need you
always
to
a
stop.
lighthouse. There's always a man. There's always a city.
How do you know this?
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird. But sometimes, something's different. But yet the same.
Constants and variables.
Yes.
Variables, huh? Let's try the right. This is a neat mechanic, but like... stars. Do you know how complicated this had to have been? Because there are... Yeah, okay, fine.
Look.
It's us.
Not exactly. We swim in different oceans but land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place. Where it started.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker. You've already been.
Been... told? In theory? I've already been told, or I've already made a decision. Can I go this way? Okay. I thought that the point was to choose. Well, fine then. You know what would have been cool? Like, as neat as all this is, them running around and stuff. Is if everyone moved at the same rate. I mean, that's the close one. Sure. I mean, in fairness, I probably, for the sake of brevity, should have gone for the close one, but... coughing fit. Pardon me. But, I've always been a little contrary. This is not as good a door as was on the other one. I wonder why that is. So how many options do I actually have here? Because this is not Booker DeWitt right now. This is Austin. Well, okay. Well, that's my name. This is Gear 360 playing. And when given an infinite number of solutions, or I should say an infinite number of options.
Wait a minute. I know this place. I was here. Must have been 20 years ago, right after Wounded Knee. I was looking for...
Forgiveness.
Come on now, time's a-wasted.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your sins cleansed? Are you ready to be born again? Take my hand.
Are you white as spotless?
No, I don't want to.
You already did.
White as snow?
Didn't you?
Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Are you ready to be born again?
I am.
Do you hate your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the
Yes.
Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him
Stop
born
it.
again. Lord,
Stop it.
what
No.
are you doing to it?
Get off me! Get off!
Son!
You didn't go through with
You
it.
think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. Hey, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
Your skirt did something very strange. The specific hand gesture she did, with my hand in her right and then the wide sweeping left arm gesture. I've seen that before. It generally is something someone who is shepherding someone somewhere
Where's my
does.
dad's?
Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes. The girl for the debt.
Indeed. What's up? You, I recognize. Oh, look. An infinite number of doors. Specifically,
Wait, no, this is wrong. What is this? There was no baby. I remember. No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
DeWitt, time is running short.
nothing
Bring
like
us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
nothing like agency, huh?
Go ahead.
No.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock.
She's orchestrating her own kidnapping. Now, okay, we're gonna... Now, I could actually not. I could punch this man, tell him go away and live with my theoretical daughter and debts.
What
But-
choice do I have?
Fine.
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad at me, aren't you?
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
Oh. I remember. What I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
What are we doing?
I have
Comstock's
problems.
dead. We can just go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead?
to.
You mean like Chen Lin? Like Lady Comstock?
Okay, I don't get to go in here this time. Fine.
He is alive in a million worlds. It's not over because the Prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
Okay, well, great. God is now a 20-something girl. This should be fun.
Hey. Hey, the deal's off. You hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off.
It's
Give her back.
fine, hurry!
Give her back.
Fine, are you mad?
All right, let's grab him.
Give her back, you son of a bitch.
It's ready, go!
No. No.
Shut down the machine!
No.
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter. No.
Oh no! That is a lot of finger.
Anna? No. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anna, I'm sorry.
Okay, Booker, I know you're sad right now, but... Like, Elizabeth is only missing, like, either the first or second joint of her pinky. And that was essentially an entire baby pinky that happened there. Fine.
She's gone, Booker. Anna's gone. You shared this room with your
Anna
regret
DeWitt.
for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption.
It's like, here?
A chance for us to be together.
Oh, okay.
I told you it would work.
So you already know it works. The question is, will he?
Anna. So sorry, Anna.
Do you suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance?
I should have.
Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the
Forever.
brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Wipe away the dead. Bring us the girl. Wipe away the dead.
See?
Bring us the
He's
girl.
starting to put his story together.
Wipe away
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well,
Wipe away.
the brain adapts.
I should know.
Bring us
I
the
lived
girl.
it.
Wipe
Booker, wake up. Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
Oh, now
This is
you're
all
aware of it.
Comstock's fault. What if I went back, killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
That's your answer. Is that... There we go. And then she's on the dock. Because of course she is. Hey, you know what's a bad idea, Booker? Nice. Murder? Duh. Do you not remember what happened the last time you sold off a baby? Well, technically speaking, you just sort of murdered the baby, but... Well, no, sold... This is a problem. Booker has a apparently Booker does not like children.
Booker, are you sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the first joint.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Are
Wait,
you ready to leave behind all
You're
that
not-
has gone before? Wipe the slate clean.
Who are
and
you?
start
You
anew.
chose to walk away,
Washed in
but in
the
other
blood
oceans,
of the Lamb.
you didn't. You took the
Do you
baptism.
hate your
And you were
sin?
born again as a different man.
Do you hate your
It all has to
wickedness?
end, to have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother.
Oh,
Before the choice
no.
is made, before you are
And
reborn.
what name shall you take, my son?
He's Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
He's a dead man.
I'm both.
You know, I was afraid this was going to end in a boss fight. I guess my lungs are the boss? Oh no, it was an Iron Man run. And I don't get a second chance. So, like, So here's the problem with Bioshock. Apparently, they have grand ideas, big sweeping thoughts and interesting notions to put forward, and they want to tell an interesting story. But I have played 2 of the blasted things, and I guess I've played 2 of them, and I don't like how either of them end. Like, I know that's the point. I know I'm not supposed to enjoy how they end. It's supposed to teach me something, or I don't know. But, like, in Bioshock 1, the entire game would have been so much better if, whatever my character's name was, if the main character had died after killing Andrew Ryan. If he had killed Andrew Ryan and then Atlas got away, the game would have been a million times better. But no, we had to go through another half of the game where the story got confuddled, and then we had this dumb boss fight that didn't make any sense with the rest of the theming of the game. Fine. This was... So, an infinite number of Elizabeths with an infinite amount of time had an infinite number of brains working on this problem. And the ability to travel quite literally throughout time and space without any form of no form whatsoever of obstacle or problem, nothing between them and the myriad of possible futures. And this is what they came up with. Let's kill Daddy. You know what probably would have worked, Elizabeth? What if you had, like, I don't know, met him at a point in his life when perhaps he should have done the baptism, and then you convinced him to go through with it, and he absolved himself of his guilt over Wounded Knee, and he gets to go on being a happier person, and maybe you pretend to be in a relationship with him for a little bit, because this is the 1800s, I'm guessing. Around that time, I'm really bad with time periods. Anyway, and of course it would have all been very, above the bed sheets. And then you leave. Come on, I'm just sitting here being mad at a video game, and I came up with a better idea than you did with infinite time, infinite space, and infinite brains. And the saving system in this game is hot garbage. On top of everything else. Dadgummit. Alright, fine. I've ranted enough. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for coming with me to the end of another game. As much as I whine and complain about it, I actually did enjoy the gameplay for the first bit, and somebody put a lot of time and love and effort into all of Elizabeth's existence. I wish they had put a little bit more time and effort into how the stupid game ends. But this is how the series ends. Thank you so much for joining me. And I guess I will have to see you on Friday for the last episode of my Colot playthrough, and then next week for whatever takes the place of Bioshock Infinite. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care.